usage, fees, and having the price go up as bots steal from you on low liquidity decentralized exchanges? The solution is NodeMarket.io sets your guaranteed buy or sell price. No middlemen, no slippage, no bots, ever. Buy or sell 1, 10, or even 10 million tokens, and you never have to worry. OTC trades are between you and the seller or buyer, guaranteed by audited smart contracts and no human middlemen. NodeMarket.io.
Buongiorno. Oh no, wait, that's when they say "tafancool."
Is that Italian? Buongiorno. Is that Italian?
Bonjour. It's French.
That's
Bonjour.
French.
No, maybe that's Italian, or that's just
Buongiorno. I think
maybe,
that's Italian.
I think that's some bull crap we just see on TV. I don't think that's real.
No, that's real. Buongiorno.
Okay.
Buon compleanno.
Your birthday?
Yeah. Happy birthday in Italian. There you go.
Okay. What is Well, we'll get into that later. Okay. Before we get into the guts, do you want to just explain to people the NFT thing? Oh wait, we don't really need to do that. That's more of a private client thing.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, actually, we might as well hit on this since we're here. The 5th is the cutoff as every month. Just a brief reminder for the rewards for the month. So if you guys do want to do it, I would recommend doing it in the next 2 days. If not, is what it is. But always hit those cutoffs. If you're planning on doing it on the 7th, push it up to the 5th if you can. So,
do you have? Is there any other general housekeeping we need to get knocked out?
Yeah, real quick, because I know this is an issue, and I know I made a video on this a couple times, but people are still struggling. Singularity DAO is not Nick and I's website, but we do use it for staking purposes. So if there's a problem, don't yell at me, but I can help you. Don't act like I caused you to have a problem over here, but like I will help you. But anyway, just keep that in mind when you're yelling at me. There's got to be separation of church and state. This is like are we the church or the state? Which one do you want to be, Nick? Anyway, so
it's like they ordered some pizza. It turned out bad, and they're calling you, Brandon. Like, Brandon, my pepperoni pizza is screwed.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I can help you reorder, but we're not Domino's.
I had one person even go as far to say, "Is you stole my tokens when they lost them over here they got them locked up." And I'm like, well, I didn't. I didn't steal them, nor did Singularity DAO. Probably anyway, whatever. So let's go just real quick through this. Remember when you're going to go stake, and I think I have some Hypercycle on this wallet, but if you're going to stake, there's a couple of buttons that you're going to need to push. The stake button, and a couple things you want to make sure. There's 2 networks over here. There's the ETH network and there's the BSC network. I guess there's a Polygon network, whatever that's for. Anyway, couple things. The Rejuve is offering some great rewards, but remember, you have to have the new Rejuve. So in order to get the new Rejuve, if you have like the old one that you had staked and it's like, oh, now I'm getting, let me see if I can go all. If you have the old one and you had it staked, it'll be, let's see, BNB. It's right here, right? Or there's an old, yeah, see how this red dot is here? These are not good ones to put it in anymore because they're dilapidated, they're old. So I think you can still pull them out. So you'll withdraw and harvest. And then this is like an old contract. So then once you pull those out right here, so you'll withdraw and harvest. And then the next step is you'll come over here, you go to migrate. You'll go old Rejuve, which is, I mean, this looks kind of funny and maybe it should have more instructions, but it's really simple. Old Rejuve, you're going to migrate that to the new Rejuve, okay? And then I have 0, so I can't hit it, but you'll just do it, and it might have you approve the old Rejuve tokens and then migrate, okay? So there's 2 steps. So do both those steps, and remember to set your gas in Singularity DAO because it's stupid for some reason. Now,
and real quick, something similar to this is what's going to be the process for going from Ocean and or AGIX into the ASI token. It'll be a similar process. Matter of fact, I would imagine it'll be Singularity DAO will have it through this pad. That somewhere there'll be a button for the AGIX migration.
Yeah. Yep. It probably will be. Yeah, don't do it when Gwei's this high. I see a note here. Anyway, so then you'll go back to the unbonded vaults. And let's just say, and I know I'm using Rejuve as an example, but I'm going to use Hypercycle just to show you. But you'll just go stake. And then it looks like I already, oh no, I'm going to have to use Rejuve because you'll go stake. Nope. I'm going to go back to Hypercycle. My bad. Stake. And then you go stake. Oh, I have to go max. I have to set how many I'm going to stake. Then go stake. And then it's going to pop up a thing in your MetaMask. Super simple. And you're going to pay the gas fee and you're going to confirm. I'm not going to pay the gas fee because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go edit, market, and then confirm. Because for some reason the SDAO gas gets stuck sometimes. And then that's it. I don't know why a lot of people are having issues with this.
I was getting a lot of error messages. Like I was gonna park some Hypercycle in their unbonded vault. I got like 10 error messages in a row.
Oh, let me try it then. Screw it. I'll pay the gas. Let's try it right here because if there is an error message, then I can read it. Stake, max, stake. I'm going to edit the gas because the gas that SDAO passes is absolutely horrible.
And you just take it to the market. You take it to market. That's what you do.
Yeah, I'm going to take it to market. So max, stake. Sorry, I rejected my old transaction.
Yeah.
If I ever have like sample transactions, I clear them because I don't want to sign something that I don't know what I'm signing. Anyway, edit, market, confirm. Let's see if it gives me an error. And gas is really high right now, so I would.
Oh, you know what? I was getting an immediate error. So obviously you're further along than I got.
Yeah, I really don't have a lot of errors. Yeah, it went through. It's just fine. It went through. So then I can refresh the page, and I have 0 staked now. If I refresh the page, it'll go and it'll find how much I've staked. You can see that it's pink now, and it'll say staked. Yeah, 3,700. Boom. So it's all staked and good to go. I would recommend doing it just like I did it. If you are having problems, go back and watch the last 5 minutes of this video. Like, you don't have to keep up with me as I'm doing the video. Like, even the tech tip videos, you're like, oh, slow down. But like, I do those in a way, like video is so cool because you can pause it, rewind it, and then kind of follow along that way. And if you need to watch it a couple times, that's fine. And I get that. But make sure you're doing the exact steps that I do. And Rejuve is just the same. But if you have the old Rejuve, you won't be able to stake it. It's going to give you some error message. It's going to say insufficient balance. It's going to say bad gas, not passed or whatever it is. As funny as that sounds. But make sure you have to migrate the old one. You have to migrate the old one to the new contract. And it's as easy as doing this same thing, same steps. So hopefully.
Oh, real quick. The private client thing, it's similar to the way digital investor, all of the DIs can buy NFTs from Node Market, and they can use that in lieu of paying for a membership. Like you get a free membership. The digital private clients can do the same thing, right? Just a different.
Yeah, it's exclusive, but it's different.
Yeah, so it makes you special, and you're basically fancier than everyone else that you know. You're better human. You stand on the shoulders of giants, right? They hoist you into the air, and they feed you the finest meats and cheeses the world has to offer.
You can move this to your MetaMask wallet, and I have a video on moving one specifically. So
Harmony One network. It's a network that you can activate inside your MetaMask wallet because MetaMask is the best wallet, and all the other ones are not as good. And hashtag not an advertisement, but you know. You can do a lot from MetaMask. And this is one more. Oh, by the way, a lot of the wallets, the new wallets that you see, they're just hack job copies of MetaMask with a little veneer on them. Same thing, just a MetaMask wallet, and they just put their own little UI on there. Anyway,
Marty, they did drop this will go down to 0 from what I know, right? Pretty much 0.
Well, I know that the rate on Hypercycle at SDAO right now, it is going to deteriorate, but right now I know that the BNB side is 0 because they're not supporting that anymore.
Yeah, Hypercycle 7.31% right now.
Yeah, and it's going to deteriorate. And then what would happen is if people exited it, it would go up momentarily, but essentially it's going to go down. because those are just tokens that the company's having to pay you for marketing purposes. It's not really, you're not actually staking. Staking in the kind of more conventional sense is when you have a consensus mechanism that's proof of stake, like Ethereum and many of these others, like Cardano and such, you're staking your assets. Those are essentially votes pointing to a stake pool operator or someone that manages the discovery of blocks and the creation of blocks. You're voting for them. They win blocks. They collect fees. They split the fees with the stakeholders, the voters, right? As your elected representative, they're managing all that for you. So that's where the rewards come from, staking. All right. And then the different ways that proof of stake is set up based, some of them have punishment, punitive things like slashing, where in Ethereum, if your nodes are doing dubious stuff, you get slashed and you can lose everything. So, different proof of stake consensus mechanisms are set up differently, but that's what staking is. This is not that. This is marketing. The token projects give Singularity DAO tokens to give to people to lock up in these pools. And that's to keep you from banging around the exchanges with them. It's kind of a bullshitty thing, actually, if you think about it. It's kind of another form of manipulation, but whatever. Everybody does it, so great. But that's not staking. Like when you're staking Cardano, you're actually supporting the promotion of transactions in and around the network. You are supporting the consensus mechanism. This is not that. All right, I think we got that across.
I think so. I haven't heard this. A lot of people exiting SDAO and bonded vaults for security reasons. I understand the concept. I don't know that I've heard this too much.
What
essentially, yeah, you're gonna have to explain what you know about this. The only security reason, if their contract, which is holding the tokens like each of these validators, get hacked, then yeah, there is a risk there. But I haven't heard of any penetrations in there.
And they're not going to steal from you. These guys don't need to steal from you. It's not their tokens. Like Singularity DAO, they're not giving you their tokens. You're not helping them do shit. They're a platform to distribute these other projects tokens. In the projects are doing that to incentivize you staying on board. Like outside of Rejuve paying an interest rate, what other goddamn reason would there be to own that token? There is, outside of them paying. Let's be honest. Outside of Sophiaverse paying you a reward, what is the use of owning that token now? Fucking zero. Now you could say maybe speculatively, yes, of course, we're all speculators, but that's a different story. I'm saying this platform, Singularity DAO. Now, maybe they did something stupid in the way that they fat thumb something, but they're not bad. They're not like evil, and they're like, we're going to get all these tokens, and then we're going to take them. And take them where? They get them for free anyway.
Unless there's some exploit or workaround in the contract that I don't know about either, they can't even take they're stuck in the contract. Only your keys can pull those tokens out of the contract. So they can't even they could burn the whole contract and the tokens are gone, but they don't get them either. So what incentive is that?
Yeah, they can't even. Matter of fact, if you screw up and send your tokens to a contract address instead of to a pool, like some people do that, whatever, they can't even get the tokens for you. They can't get them for themselves. It's not like Coinbase where you send to their wallet and they have them and you can watch them move them. Here, they don't even have the tokens. So there's no reason for malice on the side of seeing. Now, you could say, well, it's not malice, it's stupidity. That's another argument. But
True.
But
good argument.
People can do dumb stuff, but they don't have any desire. There's no motivation for Singularity DAO to do anything dubious. They're a facilitator, picks and shovels. All right. ASI will be deployed on Cardano. It will be, from what I understand, and again, this changes every 17 seconds because no one that set this up apparently has a straight answer. But the way it looks like is Fetch will kind of convert to the ASI token, which is a Cosmos-based asset. The Singularity Net version of that, the AGIX token version of that, looks like it'll be an Ethereum asset. The Ocean version looks like it'll probably also be an Ethereum asset, but the AGIX version, since there is a Cardano AGIX token, then there will probably also be a Cardano ASI token, right? Based on those same exchange rates. So Cardano, Ethereum, Cosmos. That makes sense? But in my mind, since Cosmos is where Fetch is, and Fetch is the 1-for-1, and they're the ones that won the ratio wars, good, because Cosmos Station's awesome, and I love it. And I like everything about it.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo-hoo! Okay, I think we nailed that. 14 minutes late. This is uncalled for, Howard. We weren't going to go behind the wall till you got here. We didn't want to leave you on the other side of the wall with all the rubes and the poor people. Poor people, right? Doesn't it just give a shiver down your spine? Hey, Brandon, can I tell you about my panic? Oh no, I told you last night my panic.
You told me a little bit. You can go in detail. We don't. I mean, love some detail before we go behind the wall. There's a lot. Yeah.
This little bitch. Okay, I have 2 cats. One is a girl. One is a boy. The girl explores a lot. The boy doesn't care. He chases like butterflies and stuff and runs in a circle, and he doesn't care. But the girl, I swim laps, and every time I finish a lap, I look and see where the kitties are, and then I swim a lap, and I look where the kitties are. And the girl figured out she could jump on the barbecue thing and then jump over the wall, basically like a prison escape. And then there's another fence, and there's like a whole other area. But somehow she, in the space of 1 lap, which means like a few seconds, I'm a fast swimmer, bro. She goes across the yard, up the barbecue, over the fence, across the other yard, up a tree, over to the other. Like, I put this back together frame by frame on camera because I couldn't figure out where she disappeared to. She was gone for like 6 or 7 hours. And I was like, well, cats are smart. They'll just come back. At any moment, she'll just come back. I walked the neighborhood. No kitty. Nothing. I called out. No kitty. So I was like, well, crap. But I remembered what redneck people do when they go flashlighting, when they go spotting, where you can see the eyes of like the animals with your flashlight. So I got my iPhone last night around 10. And I started it was around 9. Anyway, it was dark. And so I went and I was calling out, and I couldn't hear anything, and I thought I heard something. And so I just went and jumped a fence and went to the darkest place of the forest. And I'm like, oh, I know I'm fucking covered in spiders. 100%, that's like arachnophobia. I just know.
Oh, sick.
And I know it's not like a spider thing, but every time you're in the forest, you should just assume you're being attacked by spiders.
You shouldn't.
Anyway, I jumped the fence, and I look and I hear her a little bit. So I'm like, okay, she's around here. And so I just used my phone, and I spotlighted her. I see these 2 little eyes like blink, blink. And cat eyes glow like a mofo. And it was either that or it was a coyote. I was like, it's probably the kitty. So I went over, I jumped that fence, I jumped another fence, and it's all protected area back there because the trees are like 100 years old, which means there's definitely spiders. So there's a recurring theme here. Yeah. So then I get over the thing, and I do find Kitty. She's 2 fences away, kind of like stuck behind the fence. Like, I can't climb a fence. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you got there. How do you not get back? But anyway, she was just like there. I went over the fence, over the other one, got her. And I had to, because you can't, these fences or whatever. So you had to like drop her over the thing, then go get her, chase her around the next area, then go to the next area, drop her over the fence, chase her around that area.
Like a video game of different levels. It's like next level.
And man, then shake the treat. Jesus Christ. Do you guys think I didn't shake the goddamn treats? We're way past this. We're 8 hours into this search. I'm looking at police video, man. Police video. We're way past shaking fucking treats. Anyway, so I get back. And as I'm jumping, I finally get her back. She goes, jumps over the little fence, comes back into the yard. The other kitty, Loki, is sitting here at the window like this, like, my sister, yay, we love you. So I bring her back. There's a spider about this big sitting on my ankle. So it wasn't unwarranted. It wasn't
Oh.
unwarranted. Me thinking
Oh, Sam.
spider attack, and I was like, like how do you get rid of? Oh, you don't like this story? You don't like my story of a fucking giant spider as I rescued my cat from certain death? Anyway, so
what kind of spider was it? What kind of spider?
I don't know. Because
Okay.
when you have a spider as big as your ankle bone, you don't study it. You panic. I just clawed it away and ran and did like the panic dance where you're like, ugh, and then I just put my feet in the pool because I figured if it laid eggs in my foot, they would just drown.
That's a good idea.
Anyway, whew,
Dang
that's
it.
it.
That
Kitty's
is-
back. And yeah, I ordered a bunch of flea and tick things for them and for me.
Yeah, it makes your back itch. Ugh.
Anyway,
Spiders are the
ASI token, everyone. ASI. Hey, Brandon, you want to tell everyone how that vote went yesterday, real quick?
Might as well, since we're here, since just between friends. So far, this is as of now. We're at 99.7% yes. This is
Whoa.
interesting because that's kind of like the last presidential election. They're usually pretty one way or another, right?
Wow, it's crazy. It's almost like we didn't even need to vote, huh? Weird.
That's
So
good. Vote.
weird.
Good turnout. Anyway, it looks like I don't know why it says one of three either. That makes no sense to
No,
me.
it's because the one of three is the Ocean vote, which isn't a vote.
Ocean doesn't vote.
Right.
That's what I mean.
This is how well put together this shit is. That's what I'm telling you.
That's
And
what
the
I'm
other one
telling
is
you.
The Singularity Net vote.
Yeah, so one of two. There's two votes. There's not three votes. Anyway.
Yeah, it's trying to make it look like there's some kind of democratic process here. Anyway, the foundation wallets and the whale wallets and the I don't know what you would call executive wallets are enough to push all of these votes, all of these heavily, decentralized democratic votes. They can just bully them through. About 6 people can bully these. So
I think
this
a
is
lot of the
full
validators.
democracy.
So the validators can vote for whoever's in their pool too.
Validators, that would be if there
So-
was proof of stake.
Yeah. Well,
Ain't no proof of stake. Ain't no one doing shit. None of these are
They said-
protocols.
they said
None
if
of
you
these are
don't
layer
want to
one.
vote,
you mean-
vote,
You
the
mean
validators
the
can
Fed
vote.
layer one, the layer one that they've kept secret so far?
Hmm.
Or do you mean the Singularity Net layer one that doesn't exist? Or is it the Ocean Protocol layer one? Like putting the word protocol on your name doesn't mean you're layer one. No more than Lipton Iced Tea blockchain made Lipton Iced Tea a blockchain. You guys,
Wait, what?
that's an anecdotal story, but it actually happened. And they
What?
got their asses sued, and then they immediately changed their name back. But their stock went up by 4x.
Yay.
And then people were like, oh shit, it's iced tea. Forget it. Anyway, should we get behind the
The proverbial wall.
Yeah, that's true. It could be some more spacky crap by Chamath Papachech, bet you do it. All right. Let's get behind the wall. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about inflows, outflows. What you got some inflow, outflow data for us?
We have some stuff to talk about. Let's go.
What? No, you didn't. Did you
We
see
didn't.
the calculator that I put in one of the chats? I put a calculator in there that you can calculate your ASI token, your ASI tokens from the other tokens. That's in
Yeah, I
the
think They
that's in
made
the
one.
Crypto Coffee Telegram.
Yeah, Fetch has one.
Oh, I
on
bet
their-
they do. I bet they do. It just says one, and then on it says equal. Go F yourself.
I'll find it. Hold on. It's funny. We
Okay.
launched a spreadsheet on the dashboard too that has a calculator. Like
oh,
everybody,
oh hell yeah! Okay,
like everybody
um,
has access to it.
let's do this. Let's go. Let's go behind the wall, and let's talk about all of these cool things and more. Listen,
I like this. Wait, this is funny. Hold on. Before the minimum turnout has been reached, but your voice can still be heard if you still want to vote. Tell the That's what Fetch just said. Like, that's funny. It's
Yeah,
like
like-
when you know that Biden won the election or whatever, and you still like you're gonna go still vote, or are you
Yeah.
gonna waste time?
hey, your
No.
voice can still be heard. I mean, it won't matter because this is
That's
this is
actually
like a
pretty funny.
this is like a vote. This is like the Pinochet vote. Like I feel like we're in like Venezuela or like whatever. Okay, whatever. Let's get after it. Join us if you want to be digital investors. Otherwise, have fun being poor.
We're going behind the proverbial wall.
Let me raise that volume up so they can hear us behind the wall.
Now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now. We're going.
See, I still can't get it to stop that damn back and forth crap. Anyway, here you go. It keeps being stuck on loop. It won't unloop. It won't unloop. I can't unloop.
I like the loop.
I like the loop for music.
Yeah.
I like the loop for Fruit Loops. Seriously, have you had Fruit Loops lately?
Oh,
Holy shit.
I'm sure I have. My
They
kids
have-
get all kinds of stuff.
They have added some flavonoids, I think.